Hello everyone, welcome to a video, and this is just basically, I won my first solo game of Bed Wars, yay! So, I'm just gonna basically show you guys exactly what happened. My username for Minecraft is constantly dying. I am MVP++, hypixel level 61, 28 stars in Bed Wars, and I just won my first game of solo Bed Wars, and I want to show you guys what happened. So, we're gonna start things off with just me sitting in my generator on yellow team. I don't know how many people were in this game, I didn't check, but I know there was there was definitely more than this. I know pink and white and there was pink. I think it was a full lobby, definitely was. So, basically I'm going to show you guys what happened. So, I always buy a stack of blocks, first thing, and a stone sword if I also have the extra iron for it. And I just try to go to the first island as soon as possible, and I end up failing my speed bridge. Alright, so come back. I bought blocks again. It's just basically me sitting in the generator and doing nothing. So I bought blocks again. That's why I skipped forward, because I only just bought blocks again. Nothing interesting happened. So I ended up finishing the bridge over to Diamond Island, and I decided to skip the diamonds and try to go immediately to break this guy's bed. So right here we have Oms is Cool, who's a hypixel level 45, if I remember correctly. So I bridge up, jump down, knock him off. He tries to fireball me. But here, you didn't get a good angle of that. Alright, so I end up bridging upwards. I see that he's flat bridging, not paying attention, so I just jump down, knock him off. He ends up fireballing me, but it kind of works out because I land right there. So I break his bed. So I end up breaking his bed here. There's only one layer of wool, and I try to figure out how to combo him because I was an idiot and did not buy a gapple right off the bat. Which, well, maybe I didn't need to. Maybe I should have. I tried to PvP him, but he ended up buying a stone sword as well because actually back there I did buy a stone sword. And since I was on low HP, and we both had stone swords, he ended up winning that fight. Just simply because he had more HP. So I ended up respawning, and now I am going to be, just preparing for the next push. Because now that his bed's broken, he's not really going to be trying to do much. So he's farming resources right now at the moment. He's trying to get his iron armor because his bed's just been broken. I end up finally going and grabbing diamonds. And I do believe I end up grabbing 5 diamonds here. And then I believe, yeah, I think there were 5 diamonds there at that. So I come back with the diamonds, and I think, yeah, I end up buying sharp and a minor fatigue trap in case he kind of tries to rush me. Because for me, if I have the diamonds to buy sharp, I'll just do it. I don't care about prot, and besides, it didn't matter about prot anyway, because as you saw, I just upgraded to iron armor as well. So I ended up trying to bridge over him. I want to try and see if I can jump down on him and knock him into the void. So I tried to bridge over to him, but he keeps moving around the island. And eventually he parks himself in a corner where I know I cannot knock him off into the void. So I'm trying to find a place. So I jump down and place a block there to try to take minimum fall damage. But then he actually pulls a gamer move and fireball jumps back onto my bridge. And this is where the minor fatigue trap came in clutch. As he's trying to break my bed, he ends up not breaking that wool block. PvP, and I ended up final killing him. Minor fatigue traps. Buy those traps only. Don't buy any other trap. Alarm trap, don't buy that. Don't buy any other trap besides a minor fatigue trap. Minor fatigue traps are the only traps that are actually good. So anyway, so I'm just buying more stuff, trying to prepare for my next push to see what I'm going to do next. So now that my neighbor's been taken out, I have a little bit more freedom between my island, his island, and the Diamond Island. So I have complete control over this corner of the map now because no one else has been over here, and the only other person, my neighbor, has been taken out completely. So I have complete control. I can go and just farm diamonds off of this island and get some stacked enchantments. So I end up getting 3 diamonds from that again, so I believe now I buy another minor fatigue trap, and this time I get prot along with it. So prot should come along. There we go. So I have now another minor fatigue trap, and I have prot 1 iron and a sharp stone sword. I have some blocks. I have a full set of wooden tools, and I do believe I have a fireball and some gapples. So I'm just gonna be now seeing what to do next. So I decided to go to mid here to try and get some emeralds, because maybe, just maybe, I can pot somebody pearl. So I just straight bridge over because it's just quickest. Because I slow myself down if I try to bridge up because I can't, like, like shift and unshift going up. I have to hold down shift going up. I'm working on it though. I can't scorpion bridge though. Alright. So, after grabbing all the emeralds here, I probably could have went back and grabbed another round, seeing as a new round just spawned soon. But I ended up going back to the base with 8 emeralds. And you'll see what I do with them just in a second. So, bring back the emeralds. And let's see what I end up buying with them. Obsidian. Yay! Obsidian. I don't know. I just got a little. I just said, ooh, I'm rich now. So I just really wanted to do this because I didn't really trust myself for some reason to not defend the bed properly, and I wanted to give myself enough time to be able to void or defend it if they jump down and kill me. I don't know. I definitely could have bought pearl and some pots, but I don't know. I ended up buying obsidian, and so I just restock on blocks, a few more apples, and I end up buying shears now with this round, and I head back out. So I end up going back to middle to try and go back and get some more emeralds. And then here we encounter Mr. Gray. Alright, so at this point in the game, there's only 3 people left now. Me, Gray, and Blue. And Gray right now is a final kill, and he has diamond armor. So me and Blue are the only ones who have beds, and then Gray is the only other person who is a final kill. So I'm like, oh, he's a final. Maybe I should try and go for him, but then no. As I tried to bridge over, he does a beautiful fireball jump across here. So then I know that he's just trying to flank me and go around. So I see this, and I come back to the Diamond Island. He notices me coming back too, and he decides, nah, screw this, I'm out. So then he ends up pulling an invis pot, and I actually know he's invisible because right there, I heard him take fall damage. I looked over, and I did see the footprints down here. So I'm like, oh, he drank an invis pot. But he is not of a concern right now, because I have a bunch of resources. I have diamonds on me, and I don't want to lose them. So I end up going back here. He tries to fireball jump up, but gets hit with it in the head of the block. Loses his invis, and lights himself on fire. As he slowly makes his way up, I've finished doing things in my base and organizing, and I know he's coming. So I try to fireball him off, but it doesn't end up working. So after putting out the fire and throwing away his stupid block, I decide that I just need to go for him. So I jitter bridge up, he knocks me off, I take a lot of fall damage, and we end up going into PvP encounter, but I ended up on half a heart, knocking him into the void, and for a final kill. So I gap up, I know Blue's there, I saw him, so I ended up depositing the emeralds. Gray did end up dropping some emeralds, so I put those in my ender chest real quick. Jitter bridge up a little bit more to Blue. He tries to knock me off, but fails, jumps down, takes a lot of fall damage. I just knock down and flawless him into the void. So now it's just a 1v1 between me and Blue. We both have beds, and I figured I just need to go now. There's no point in trying to restock on more blocks or get better tools. I just need to go for him right now. Because earlier, when I was looking at Gray over there, I also looked past Gray and saw that Blue's bed defense was only a layer of wool. So I don't think upgrading my tools when I already have shears would be anymore. So I just charge straight for Blue. So at this point now, I only actually have 39 wool blocks. That's all I have on this rush. So I have to try and conserve them a little bit. Now at 37 blocks. I see he's trying to defend his bridge. If I had a fireball, I would have definitely fireballed him off there, but I didn't have a fireball. I saw him going away. Here, I want to go backwards. So I saw him here going back, so me being very aggressive, I take the opportunity to try and go across his bridge, but then he comes right back at me. We end up PvPing on the Diamond Island, and I end up beating him with 5 hearts. So now at this point, while he's respawning, I decide to go straight for it. Block up, always get the high ground advantage. Go up as high as I can. Try to speed bridge, but I failed the speed bridge. But here, I ended up beating him again in another 1v1 and taking his bed now. I don't have a gapple, however. I forgot to buy gapples. So now here's the final 1v1. He comes around here with a wooden sword, and he takes 1 hit, 3 hits, 4, and flawless into the void, just like that. I don't know what he was doing there, but that ends up being the game. So yeah, that was my solo Bed Wars win. I know my commentary was probably not the best, but I'm only a 28-star in Bed Wars, so I really don't know how to say these things, or I'm not Zin69 professional commentator or anything. So that was my first ever solo Bed Wars win as a 28-star, which I still am now. 2 beds, 2 finals, not too shabby. So there you go, I am 28 stars. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I was very happy. I am still very happy. Like, I was just playing a solo Bed Wars game out of pure boredom, and somehow I end up winning it. And also, for some reason, for those of you who want to know how I PvP, I do butterfly, and I try to double click on my Model O. I do butterfly and try and double click on my Model O. I try to do the same on my right click, but it ends up not working with flat fingers, so I end up doing arch tip fingers. I'm butterflying there, and I don't get like any more than 13, but it's enough for now. I'm gonna try and work on it later, but yeah. Anyway, that was my first Bed Wars win solo, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.